and it wasn't something I wanted to sacrifice for. The moment you say you're a Forex trader, you are tagged as scam. Yeah.
YAWSWINGER is a well-established Ghanaian Forex trading mogul and CEO of Flash TPS Limited. He has gained recognition for his contribution to the Forex trading space and his unique approach to the markets with the YSDB strategy in Ghana and West Africa.
And sometimes I want to ask myself questions. Is it that when people deposit to trade, the money comes to me or what? I don't get it, because at the end of the day, I'm also on the chart.
With over a decade of experience, he's established himself as a Forex trader, contractor, and one of the best to do it out of the West African nation.
How has performance impacted your whole life?
Without Forex, honestly, I don't know what I would be doing. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Saleh. It's been a while, you know. We've been planning this for a while.
I've been hiding, running.
So how's the market been? How's the market been? Just walk me through how the market has been.
Market has always been market. Market has been market since we got to know markets. At the end of the day, ups, downs. So yeah, we are living.
I see. So let's go straight to normal conversation. So walk me through your journey in the Forex market and how everything started.
Okay. So I think about anytime I say this, then it makes I feel like I'm meaning too much. It's like 12 years ago.
12 years. Wow.
Yes, 12 years ago. That's back in university.
Okay.
In 2012, thereabouts. That's level 100. We chanced on Forex.
Okay.
A group of friends, we chanced on Forex, and like everyone else, how I made my first this, how I made my, and I think then a South African guy. Yes, I saw one South African guy, Sandy, long ago.
Sandy, something like that. Back in the days, I remember that guy.
And this guy said he used the school fees.
Yes.
Trade the Forex.
I remember one time you said he was selling muffins and all of that. What were those interviews?
And he said he became a millionaire. Okay. Who doesn't like that? Coming from a betting background, me, my father, Lotto.
Wow.
Me,
so a pure gambling background.
Honestly, like, I've always, my biggest fear is poverty. Like, I always want to find something doing.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm lazy. Find something doing, as in, I want to make money. So yes, from Lotto, coming from the betting background, to hear someone say they use their school fees and they are millionaires, and like, wow, I really want to do this thing. So we, but as at that time, we were still in school. So it wasn't full time. You've heard about it. You have plans on, doing it. So we actually formed a company then. Breaks, yes, we formed a company, group of friends. But along the line, we all shared different ideologies, different dreams and everything. So we had to go in our own way. So me personally, I have been the type that if you show me something, I really want to understand the thing, because I'm going to ask myself questions. It's as easy as they say it, then why is everyone not doing this? Why don't we have a lot of millionaires and then it turns out that it's only a few people, those who are actually talking about it, that are absolutely. So I said, okay, this is how you can make money from the market. They say technical analysis and all that. And one thing about me is, if you show me something that you can give me money, I don't doubt you. I don't say, oh no, it's this, it's that. No, I would like to do it. I would like to see it. So I would go in. I remember, so back in university, like I said, when we chanced on it, I remember we would just be, share one or two beer. We are just doing something small to eat. And you notice that you are getting your $2, you are getting your $1. That means it's real.
Yeah,
it means if I can get $1, I can get more than that. At the end of the day, you lose the money again. And so is this why people say it's a scam? Is this why people are saying, oh, this thing doesn't really work? If that is the reason, then I wouldn't be with those people. I'd rather go back to the charts, learn from the chart, and then see how I can beat market makers. So it took me on a journey of trying to come up with something that would be for me, so that I don't have to do the technical analysis. I don't have to sit down, draw the lines and everything, because at the end of the day, I knew that I needed money to do this thing. So if I need money, how am I going to, spend a lot of time on the chart, and then how am I going to manage myself with working to get money to do what I've actually championed? So I'll be looking at the chart, So I was just not even out there. I wasn't even talking about me, because I was trying to find a discovery for myself. I was trying to find something that would work for me. So it was me and the chat. And one thing about me is, if I'm trying out something, I don't do the demo stuff to try. I am always ready to read something. I am always ready to learn with something. So
You go fast in.
exactly, even if I have just $50 or $100, $10, I'm going to do it. I know that $10 isn't going to give me the 1 million. I know yes, I know it's not going to give me the 2 million, but I know that if I can get better at trading my $10, because that's what I have, then it means when the $100 come, I can get better at it. So that has just been me. It was just me doing that. Then I started that, okay, I needed money. Of course, I needed money, and now I had become very good at trading. How do you get to people? At the end of the day, you need to get to people. And then
We'll come to
Sure.
We'll definitely come to that side. So when you got into the market, there are a lot of things that you heard about the market, you read about the market before you actually got into the market. So when you delve in, really, you being yourself in the market, what misconceptions did you discover that these things that people are saying about the market, when you got into the market, you found out that it was true or false?
I think, and that has been the agenda that I'm on now. Preaching that Forex is no scam.
Okay.
Trust me. Let me let me say this. You see, the moment you say you're a Forex trader, you are tagged. Oh, then a scam. You understand? And sometimes I want to ask myself questions. Is it that when people deposit to trade, the money comes to me, or what? I don't get it, because at the end of the day, I'm also on the chart trying to make money there. Do you understand? At the end of the day, I'm also on the chart. So the misconception actually was it being scam. Then I wanted to understand that, is it true? Okay, I have deposited my money. I have traded, I made profits. I tried withdrawing, did it come? Yes. So why is it a scam? Do you understand? So these are some of the things that I noticed that it's not as people think out there. As long as you win and you can get your money, then you should be okay. Because the question is, whose money do you want to win? Because when you win, you are getting money. Whose money is it? But when it comes to you, you are okay. But when yours goes, it's a scam.
So before you came into the market, what background do you have? Like, what were you doing? What back in maybe university or you growing up? What was your dream initially, that this is what I wanted to do before you discovered Forex?
I wanted to be a footballer.
Okay.
Footballer, like champion footballer. Like, I wanted to become like a footballer.
So would you say trading made you to deviate from that dream?
No. Trading didn't. You see, I want to become a footballer. We are in a system where we don't even have, let's say, good facilities. If you want to play football, see, every person here wants to get to Europe. Everybody wants to. There is nothing attractive about football here. I started playing football at a very young age, and you are not even getting opportunity. You go for the justifiers, even when they pick you at justified level, they come home and your mom is saying that, hey, on the age. You see, football at that time wasn't as it is today. So at that time, you are not 18. Hey, where are you going? We cannot allow a child to follow you and all that. Immediately, you should start thinking. You are human. You should start thinking, Charlie, this be the dream, but is it something viable? Are you ready to make up those sacrifices, and it wasn't something I wanted to sacrifice for.
Okay.
I said, yes, I want to be a footballer, but Charlie, if I found myself in Europe, then I'll follow the dream, I'll work hard, but Charlie, to do that times 10 work here, let me find something else. So it wasn't trading that. I actually stopped playing football even before I got to university.
Oh, okay.
I stopped playing. I was just playing for fun, just go and play. But I stopped playing the teams and I stopped.
I see. So coming into the market, when you entered into the market, because you are over a decade now in the market, how long did it take you for you to really gain stability and momentum in the market? Like how long did it take you in the market from the first day you started learning or from the first day you started trading till you really gain momentum to achieving consistent profitability in the market?
There's one thing that I always say. For me, I got into the zone.
Okay.
I just got into the zone. How did I get into the zone? I started accepting that it is me against someone.
Okay.
And so find strategies to beat the next person and you are good to go.
Okay.
So I can't tell that it was around, because there are still times where I still panic on trades.
Yeah,
There are still times where so I can't really say that, oh, right now I am okay when I'm in a trade. I don't know. Right now I have accepted that, yeah, this is it.
Okay.
So I just got into a zone, and that is where I am now. I'm in a zone where I put up a trade, and then I'm constantly telling myself that it is a win or lose thing for me. So it's SL or TP for me. Let me just let the trade run. I have accepted the risks, and so let it run. And then also the same way that when it is red or when it is in loss, you are comfortable. I have tried to be in the same zone for when it is blue, when it is in profit. I'm in the same zone to also be comfortable until it hits my TP, because I noticed that this market has been structured in such a way that it plays on our mental.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's why psychology is very important.
Yeah, I feel like they did the market the opposite way of how we behave as humans.
Yeah.
When it's red, we are comfortable. We are actually losing, and that's when we are comfortable. Notice that your trade is in red, you are very comfortable because you have the hopes that we'll come back. Yeah. But when it is blue, when it is rather winning, that you have to be comfortable. That is when you want to close, because you feel like if I don't close, you understand? I feel like it's an opposite something. So I was just working on trying to get on the other side. That okay, I have to be. So I can't tell that.
Like a reverse engineering kind of emotion.
Exactly. So I've just tried to be on the opposite side of trading. I'm in the trade. I'm okay. I'm comfortable. Let me go and sleep.
So what assets do you trade, or what pairs do you trade? Do you predominantly trade? Gold predominantly.
Good. As a matter of fact, if you would see me watching other charts, then it means that so one of my friends has a bot that is doing well. It actually does well on big accounts. So
okay.
I also have it on some of my investors' accounts. So you would only see me watching other charts when the account is in drawdown and then it needs manual managing. That's when I go in to watch and then use my expertise. But for manual trading, where I am focused on is good. I just love gold.
So you can say that for the past 12 years since you've been in the market, it's been gold.
No, I started from, I remember GP and ZD, GP, AUD. I used to love this because you see, I love volatility.
Okay.
And the fact that the whole thing is, if let's say you are coming from a rich home or a background with money, and then you are coming to trade, you are actually going to be relaxed to trade, because it's not like you are looking for money like that. You are actually looking to make your money grow. It's not like you need money, you just want your money to grow. Do you get it? But we coming with $100 over brands when you're $100, you want to be flipping.
Yeah.
So I needed a pair that would be fast. Charlie, kill me right now, or let me kill you.
Let me kill you. That kind of vibe.
Like, kill me now, let me kill you, and then I'm gone. So it was GP, AUD, and GP, and I'm sure you know how.
Yeah,
but I noticed that their pip counts and then the dollar
their spreads are very huge.
When I heard about gold, people were talking about gold is scary. And I said, scary how it moves fast. And then let me go and look at it. Then I just boom, I said, let me do. Recently, someone introduced me to this VIX. And then I checked with 75. I said, how volatile was that? I said, if I'd seen this earlier, I'm sure I wouldn't be doing gold. I said, I mean, gold, yes.
So you just love the volatility. That's why you actually, okay. So trading gold all this while, walk me through the basis of your strategy. Maybe whether you trade technicals, maybe whether you trade fundamentals, or you find a balance, or you combine both of them. Right? What is the variation?
So I basically do YSDB.
YSDB.
So YSDB is
What's the meaning of that?
YAW SWINGER's directional bias.
Okay.
So you notice that I told you that over the years I was in the background trying to come up with something for me.
Okay.
So basically I trade without doing any technical or fundamental analysis. Once I take my phone, I'm able to predict a direction for the day, wait for confirmation, strike, and I'm gone. So that's basically what
I see. So I understand perfectly. So how do you watch the direction, the specific direction of the market, and how do you look out for that confirmation without technicals?
So yes, like I said, for YSDB, if you talk about YSDB, then you are basically talking about the strategy. That's because it's just some simple concepts.
Okay.
We wake up and we're able to tell that today we are going with the sellers. We wake up and we're able to tell that tomorrow we are going with the buyers. And then we just wait for confirmation times.
But you still need to watch the charts, right?
Yeah, you watch the charts. You watch the charts and then you predict your direction for the day. And then you wait for confirmation times. When the times come and then they align with your buyers, you just shoot.
Oh, I see. So what you mean by no technicals is that you don't draw any support and resistance, you don't draw trend lines, you don't use all those kind of stuff. Wow.
You don't know. I don't think I remember those things. I don't know how to do that.
You don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to.
So how long have you been using the YSDB?
YSDB in itself, I think I started teaching YSDB. I don't know if 2 years. Okay, I started teaching it's been 3 years now, but for like 2 years, because of the incident that happened, I had to go back again. So I personally have been using YSDB for like almost 6 years.
6 years?
Yes.
Wow.
I've been using YSDB for 6 years. And then, what was the name? Teaching it maybe for a year or two.
Okay.
I've just been teaching it for a year or two. Oh, wow.
So with this YSDB strategy, right? How do you approach risk management using this strategy?
Yeah, so risk management is in the fact that for me, I keep telling people, they say do not risk more than 2% on a trade.
That's a conventional wisdom.
Yes.
That we all know.
Do not do this, do not do that. But at the end of the day, for me, it is what is your aim?
Okay.
Why are you on the market? If I'm somebody who is coming to take risks, if I want to be flipping money, I wouldn't go with such an ideology.
Okay.
If I'm somebody who wants to also live off an account, I wouldn't. So what we do basically is you don't risk or you don't stake anything less than you are risking.
Okay.
And so if I'm risking 30 pips on this setup, because depending on the setup that aligns, I don't know what setup will align.
Yeah.
When there's a confirmation, there could be a setup that has as low as 10 pips stop loss. There could be a setup that has as low. Sometimes even I remember those days when we were trying to be crazy on the market. We give setups with no drawdown, but they require you. It means that you're a scalper. You are going to be waiting for. Do you understand? So depending on the setup that aligns and the stop loss. So if I see a confirmation and it has 100 pips stop loss, the fact that it has 100 pips doesn't mean it's not a good confirmation.
Yeah.
However, if I'm going to join that 100 pips, I am not going to take anything less than 100 pips at all.
Okay.
Do you understand?
So that means basically your risk reward should be
nothing
one
less
to-
than, yes,
yeah.
1:1,
and above.
depending on how you can hold. For instance, in today's signal, you notice we were risking 100 pips. And so if you were in the group, you would see that TP1 was also what? 100 pips.
Okay.
Yeah, so basically after TP1, whatever decision that you want to take, that is for you.
I see. Well, that's quite interesting. I'm very much interested in this YSD strategy. Maybe I want to be offline, but I'm very much interested in that. So okay, so let's come to the psychology part of the game, or the psychology part of the business. We all know that trading psychology and emotional management is one thing that a lot of new traders out there really find it hard to come by. In your 12 years of experience in the market, would you say, or how would you put it about psychological management and emotional management when you are deep balls into the market? When you have positions on, how do you manage your emotions, how do you manage psychology, and what strategies do you use to balance these factors? Like you were saying, you wanted to go on the opposite side of what the market actually gives, right? So walk us through the specific way that you do it.
Into the zone. So let me use this opportunity, because anytime I get a chance, I tell people that you see the best strategy in Forex is trading psychology, because every strategy works. As I sit here, investor has a strategy that works. I have a strategy that works. There are lots of people out there with strategies that works. But at the end of the day, it boils down to the emotions, the side, yes, the mental side. So this is how I got into the zone. This is how I got into the zone. I mean, if you are new, a lot of times they tell you to, have the demo to practice and everything. Me, this is what I'll tell you. This is for me. It's a personal thing that I'm saying. So for me, what I think you should do is, when you have chance on Forex, yes, you may want to use the demo to know how to hit the buy. When you hit sell, this is it. When you do that, this is this. Oh, okay, so this is how it's, oh, okay, so it's moving this way. But after you have a strategy, it is important that you master the strategy with at least a live account. Honestly, that's what I would tell you. Even if it's $10 that you have, just use it. Now, there's a reason why I'm saying this. A lot of us will master the demo with the strategy and everything before we are ready. We get money from, some even go to the extent of taking loans and everything to come and do something that they haven't tried live before. So they just put it on, they lose, they get depressed, and they think they can solve the dreams. You understand? Now, if you have the strategy, use something small. The reason is, once you are using a live account and you hit the buy or sell, you are going to feel some emotions. Demo, no emotion. You can actually put a demo on, go to the class, whatever. You just go and do whatever thing you want to do. You come back, you check. Well, like, hey, Charlie, the strategy that Mifa gave me is massive. Wow, and you are ready. You think you are ready. You want to, but you are not ready. Maybe if you have the $10, so if you had $100 and you had hit your 0.01, your raw money is moving. Nobody will tell you. Every 2 minutes you come for your phone and check what's going on. Do you understand? So you are building the emotions, and around those times, don't see that as your practice account. Do you get it? See that as a practice account, and then do the same thing that you were taught. You do it. Don't worry. I mean, you don't know. It is not ready. You are not ready yet. Be good with the strategy on that small life account that you have, and then when you are ready. Now that you have done, this is what they say, do that, you do it, you are comfortable, because it's small, it's a lot size that doesn't hurt. So you do it bit by bit, you are seeing how it's going, okay, you are still having the emotions. Now, if you are ready, you will see, because now you will notice that I'm doing well, I understand the thing well, but now you understand it very well. Then you can decide, okay, if I have some money that I want to put in you put in, and then now it's just a matter of proportion. It's just a matter of proportion. Do the same thing, work with the pips, work with the pip count. If at first, if you see this setup, you know this setup will give you 50 pips, that's what you were doing. Don't work with the money side, work with the same pip count. And okay, if I was doing the 0.01, I would have waited for 50 pips. So why is it that the one lot I want to take at 10 pips? You are just confused because of the money you are seeing, so you think it's huge than what you used to see, the 0.01. Trust me, you will get to the zone.
Okay.
You will get to the zone. But if you wait, do the demo, which is good, you start your live trading and then you lose your actual capital, your funds that you want to actually trade with. If you are not lucky, that is where your psychology gets messed up.
Yeah.
And then if you are not lucky, you wouldn't be able to get back to trading with. You'll be scared.
Yeah.
You'll be scared if you are not careful. You won't be able to. I have students who have done amazing. I'm sure I'll talk about that. And I'll let you know how they are doing again. But for now, to get into the zone, practice with smaller amounts, and then you will know. You will know when you get there.
Oh, that's really interesting. So with this YSDB strategy, how do you handle extreme market volatility when there is news events moving the market?
All right. So there's one thing that we always say: YSDB and news. We say they are like twins. Those who have the YSDB knowledge, they know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
During news, we don't do any forecast. What our bias is telling us is what we go with.
Okay.
And out of 10, we have the news playing about 8.
Okay.
So I have students who don't even trade, they are only trading news. So they know, let's say news is 12:30, by 12:25 they are already on the market. They already know the direction they are going to pick. Maybe they are going for a buy. So when it's time, they hit buy, and then it goes in the direction.
Wow.
And then out of 10, we would only have 2 not playing the bias. So usually we say YSDB and news, they move hand in hand.
I see. Well, that's quite interesting as well. So with this current geopolitical environment that we have now, when you wake up every morning, like let's say what happened on Friday, last Friday, we all know the volatility that entered into the market, which actually continued into yesterday market opening. During this kind of situations, this kind of event, I know the market is very volatile, volumes are sweeping everywhere, people are shaking, people are panicking, because when you go to Twitter, when you go to X, there are a lot of forecasters there, market experts there, people saying the market has bottomed, people say the market has done this, the market has done this. During this, and I know you've been in the market for 12 years, we've had similar events, and the most recent one was during COVID. Because I remember during COVID, I think on March 2020 or something, we had extreme events like what happened yesterday. So during this kind of, because these circumstances are not usual news that we know in the market. These are real geopolitical events that are moving the market, because people are expecting the Federal Reserve to cut rates. People are saying the economy is slowing down. People are expecting that US will enter into a recession. Then when we get into those sides, we all know that, okay, with all this news and information going on out there, the market is purely sitting on some kind of fundamental momentum. So how do you manage yourself, or how do you get through these circumstances? Do you trade? Do you still trade, or you love to let the storm cool down before you enter into the market?
So remember I started off saying, personally, I usually would want to ask myself that if what everyone is saying is true, why is it so? So honestly, me sometimes I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on in the world mostly. Most of the time, I don't even know what's going on. It's hard for me to, even with news, checking that there's news, I wouldn't check.
I see.
I'm just looking at my chart. Like, I'm always looking at my chart. And this is, okay, I have seen this before. When I see this is what happens. Then I trade.
Nice.
That so.
Wow.
But when there is volatility, I am aware. Because same setup, now that I've given a stop loss of about 30, now the same setup, stop loss is about 100. Then I know there's volatility. So around these times, I only tell my community members that as small account holders, if you are not ready, then this is not your time. Wait when the market settles and then we have the small stop losses, then you can come in. Because if I see a setup and it's probable, I just enter, set my stop loss. But like I said, I would always work around not taking anything less than I'm also risking.
Yeah.
So mostly I don't even know, and I'm on X, but the kind of people on Instagram, if you check those I follow, I'm only following comedians. Yes, I'm only following comedians. I just want, because I will not come and listen to.
Yeah. So you don't want to get caught into that those sort of market analysis that everybody says.
Yes, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to take my phone, wake up, and then see what is the market presenting. Is it an opportunity? Yes, then I strike. No, I'm just like that. So it's just me. I'll be on Twitter. I'll just be football. What's happening? These guys. I'll be on Snap. I'll just be watching. That's basically me. So honestly I don't know who's doing. I don't know.
I see. That's an interesting,
Yeah.
a very interesting one. And funny enough, you're actually the first person, the first trader that I've heard say this, and that clearly shows some kind of uniqueness that you have as a person and as a trader. Because believe me or not, when you go to X, when you go to Instagram, when you see all these traders out there, which some of them are probably not traders, they are just maybe forex marketers or something. When these circumstances or these events started happening, you will see, because yesterday I saw one event which was very, very funny, that one big account on X actually went to steal content from another guy. There's this very popular Bitcoin forecaster on X that is called $100 trillion. And this guy has been giving consistent stock to flow Bitcoin analysis and predictions. I started following that guy since like 2018. And the guy has been very, very consistent. Every bull cycle, every bull market, the guy has been very consistent. And he posted something a few days ago, just prior to what happened yesterday. And there was another big account that picked up the guy's content, stripped off the name under the distance and posted, right? And he posted with a very long commentary, like he has been the one coming out or coming up with all these things. So these are the things that we try to filter with the people that we follow, with the things that we see on the internet, right? But at the end of the day, I personally believe, in my opinion, that the industry that you are in, you still need people who are in the same industry, who share knowledge consistently, who share these ideologies and all of that. You understand? Yes, so that's why I'm saying that you're actually the first trader that I've seen that uniqueness, that what you only focus on is you and your chart and yourself. You are not interested in anything that is going on online or anything like that.
You see, the interest of what's going on online is actually in the fact that you see whether the point is whether you come out or not, there will be people who would still do the forex.
Yeah,
there will be people who still do the forex. I have people that are trading, they are not doing well, and I have people that have trained who are doing massively well. And I have come to understand that okay, a lot of times it is the knowledge, like you said out there, people are just marketing forex. So the idea there is, Charlie, come now,
buy a lap on
come now, you get this, come now. So people tend to forget. They tend to forget simple questions. Whose money are you going to use for the Lambo? You are coming with $100. You want to come and take somebody's. You understand?
What is $300 something to go and buy a Lambo?
Whose money is it? And then you want to even. The funny thing is, you want to get that thing in a month. You want to get a 300,000 in a month. But you when your 100 bends in minutes,
Then you start crying.
See, people tend to forget me. I say that if you are following me and you are not making the money off the chart, then don't follow me. Yeah, we should all trade. It doesn't matter the value. It doesn't matter the value. When I started years ago, you were not there. Maybe you are now in. Even if it's just $10. But me, I say that, Charlie, Forex is real. Yes, it's real.
So how would you say Forex has impacted your life? Like in what way has Forex impacted your life, your whole life?
So now there's something that I see that I say what blame God, Forex and YSDB. Because honestly, I don't know what I would be doing. Honestly, yes, I completed University of Ghana insurance major, but I haven't practiced it. Maybe because of the insurance, that's why the risk is part of trading is quite okay.
It's quite okay for you.
Yes.
And because of maybe your gambling background.
Yes. So it's become very okay for me in that direction. But without for it, honestly, I don't know what I'll be doing. Because today I was talking to Boost, and then that one of my friends is back. He's a teacher, so he's back, and then he just came. And I think he was going to. There was one person who said he's going to work in the morning. I'm like, hey, Charlie, me, like I cannot do it. I wake up and I'm going to work, I cannot. That means to me, I want to sleep and feel okay. I want to work on my own terms. When I wake up and I want to do this, then I do it. And honestly, if not for Forex, I don't know what else.
Probably God would have provided another way.
Probably.
If not for that.
That you just sleep. You can just wake up and then go and either go and make money or lose it. That's fine.
Probably God. So I think that's also another interesting bit. So you being a full-time trader, right? You know that.
No, I do construction on the side.
Oh, you do construction on the side as well. So would you say Forex is maybe you're trading part-time, or even though because there are people who are trading full-time but they still have other things on the side.
Yes. Yeah, so I do Forex part-time. So obviously me trading for myself, trading for other associated investors, and then also giving out signals to people who have paid me to provide them with such services. So that is what I do in the Forex space.
Okay.
And that's what I do in the Forex space. And even the training, I really don't like it. I find it very stressful. Because sometimes I ask myself that so that is why I find the concept very easy. Now I've just recorded the concept. It's online. Just go and watch it. You pay, go and watch it. I find the teaching very hard.
Yeah.
Yes, I find
it's a very easy job to me as well.
Honestly, so I prefer to rather provide what's the name. If I'm trading, I give it to you. We all make it. Yes, I prefer that one. So yeah, Forex, I'm doing Forex part time.
I see. Okay, so let me come back to this. You've been in the market all these years.
Yeah.
Walk me through the most challenging times that you've had in the market and how you overcame it.
Wow. This is real. Let me
Yeah.
share it. Let me share it. I'll use this opportunity to share it.
Yeah, we are eager to hear it.
You see, so I think 2 years ago I had to go under the knife. I had to go and lose surgery because I dislocated my elbow.
Great.
So while I was going, like I said, the bots. I said, okay, since I will not be doing anything, I can't be really doing anything. Let me just put the bots on some of my accounts, the accounts that I'm managing for other associated investors as well. So that I can still be making money, because at the end of the day, how will I make money? So the bot is on, and then it's making money. it's making money small. You see, this bot also at the same time needs manual monitoring. So we have a way of using the bot. So even we don't sell the bot.
Okay.
Before, if you want to use the bot, we will actually do it for you. It's because we manage it. So I was going for physio one day. There was news coming. But you know, before the news, it was in some drawdown. It was in some drawdown. And I thought, oh, nothing will happen. Let's just. And I was so confident that market would even go in the direction that the bot was going to. I just went for the PCO, and you know, I had one investor that had $100,000 in their account, and so he had a risk on it. And you know, by the time I came, I was told that the investor was withdrawing 60,000 from the account. Yes, because of an agency. And you know, usually that is not done. That is not done because there was some risks on it, and when the 60 was taken, now we were in drawdown and we needed the 60 back to hold the account. Now, even though the money was in the wallet, now the investor, once you are calling the investor, we are not getting the investor. And you know how Forex works. Without the person, you know how I do it. Me, I don't take your money. You have to create the account. Then you deposit. You just give me the trading logins. Then I'll put the report on it, or I'll manage it for you manually, depending on the agreement we have. So now you want the investor to transfer it back to hold the account so that after the news, the decision comes. But we can't get hold of the investor.
Wow.
And then now you know how it's like. Without that person, nobody can do the transfer.
And you needed that equity.
And we needed that equity. And we couldn't get hold of this person, and then trust me, that 40K down the line, it just got blown out. But the good thing is, before the 40K, the profit on the account was actually 40K. We had made a profit of 40K already, but we had splitted the profit. So I had taken my 30%, and the person has also taken 70%. So in actual sense, it's the profit that got bent again. But trust me, that wasn't the only money. There were other money from other investors that summed up to about $140,000. And this thing happened, was it just last year? Yes. 140,000 in a day, down.
Wow.
Yes, down. And you know, when I was coming back from the hospital, I was like, hey, Charlie, this thing, you know, when it happens like that, then you are not strong enough to be relaxed. You're like, hey, how am I going to get the money again, start all over, and all this? How are we going to get access to another investor to even? But there is one thing that I keep on saying: we learn every day. And one thing about me is, I knew that if probably I was active at that spot, that wouldn't have happened, right? I knew that wouldn't have happened. But yes, it happened, and then it got a toll on me. Like, I don't know, you're a trader, so you know how it feels like when you lose the money, like
that kind of money,
Charlie, and you are just there. You know, this person will call you, and but I mean, I don't hide the risks from traders. I mean, my investors.
That is very important.
Yes, I don't hide the risks from my investors. And funny enough, I think the person that I lost over 60K account is the person who has actually given me 200K to be managing again. Yeah, because he knows what.
That's some confidence.
Yes, only me, you know, he understood that Charlie, that it was just business and it was out of control. You just couldn't do anything about it. But for me, it really worked on me. You know, sometimes when it happens, you tend to think that, oh, then the thing doesn't work.
Yeah.
That is when you want to change
You start
things.
doubting yourself.
That's when you want to change things. But it is around those points that I don't change, but I learn what actually went wrong so that I can manage myself around it. It is from that experience that we had to, you know, let the developer of the board create other measures. Now we are able to tell the board at what lot size they should stop, because it does the martingale style, the great trading. So now there's a point where it has to stop picking any trade, and then at that point we will come in to do the manual. But if I had not gone through this, I would probably be relaxed, thinking that everything is fine, and then
So not to cut you.
Yeah.
So how long did it take for the 140,000 to vanish from the management account?
I say in a deal.
1 day.
Like 1 day. One day
Wow.
just went through. Like when I came back home, it was crazy. It was crazy.
And that time you were still in the hospital.
I was still in the hospital, but when I was coming, I knew what has happened.
Yeah.
Because I had my food, so I knew that but I couldn't control, because if at that spot, if I was even working with someone to have access to the computer at least, or the laptop, at least that person could have stopped there. Yes. So that actually got me to set up a fund management team, so that it's a team.
Yeah.
And so we all have access to everything.
To everything.
So even if I'm not around, there is no excuse for not doing that.
Somebody can cover
Yes,
your back.
so it was crazy, but it was part of the learning process, and I have enjoyed every bit of it. I'm only glad that it wasn't the person's capital that I do you understand? At least I made profit and then we lost the profit again. So probably it's just the 30% that I took that I'll say, oh, okay, and then I maybe work if I again. But I mean,
So what's the biggest lesson you learned from that scenario, that circumstance of blowing that 140,000?
the biggest lesson was handling things the right way. That's the biggest lesson I got, because if I did it the right way, for instance, the 100K account one like this, couldn't have just said, oh, let me withdraw 60 to the wallet. Do you understand? If I had done things the right way, like if we had sat down, if I had not thought, oh, this is friendship, something, let's do this. You see, if it was more like, you can't say I'm transferring. It was so flexible that, let's say, if today you want to just take this amount off, you take it off. No, but if it was that, no, this is the capital I need. So this capital should be in at all times. Yeah, so I've learned to do things the right way. Now that's the biggest lesson I've learned, doing things the right way now.
I see. That's interesting, because you know I can imagine the kind of toll it will take on you to lose 140,000 in a day, especially in the kind of situation that you were in, because that time you had just come out of surgery and you were coming back from hospital and all of that. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. You know, like I'm trying to put myself in your shoe during that moment. That the emotional, psychological mess up that you go through during that time. But like you said, you know, it's all part of the game. That is what strengthens us in this business. So the most important thing, that's why I asked you about the biggest lesson that you learned from this circumstance, because I always say this, that every single money you lose to the market is like a mentorship you've paid to the market to teach you something. Because the market is the biggest mentor that we have. But the problem I have with that mentor is that it can take you far, far bigger money than any mentor will take you in this world. That's the problem that I have with that mentor. You understand? But it actually gives the biggest, it actually gives the most important mentorship.
Exactly.
Because what the market can teach you, no mentor out there can teach you. But the problem is, you often will pay top dollars for that. You understand? That's what we need to understand. So walk me through a day in the life of you, your swinger, as a trader? Like, what is your normal daily routine before you open your charts or before you get into the market every day?
Okay, so when I wake up, honestly, it's now that I'm trying to have a certain, okay, I'll wake up at this time, do that, do that. But me, when I sleep, I sleep. When my eyes open, first thing, my phone is just this way. So when I open my eyes, funny thing is I don't even pray when I open my eyes. I don't pray when I open my eyes. I take my phone, and I'm being very honest. I take my phone and then swipe to my MT5, MT4, and just check what's happening, what has happened. Then now I keep the phone down, go do whatever thing I have to do and everything. But I have set an alarm that my Bible should remind me every 11:14 that I have to pray.
Okay.
You understand? So at 11:14 every time. I don't have any reason why it's 11:14. I just said 11:14. Or just send me a notification wherever I am, whatever thing I'm doing, I'll stop and say my prayer. And that's something that I have told myself, that if I can make time, regardless of what I'm doing around that time, I'll just stop, close my eyes, say a prayer, thank God for the day and everything. Sometimes by then I've even finished working, trading and everything. I don't know what I'll be doing, but whatever thing that I'm doing, I stop and say a prayer. After saying my prayer, I go back to my phone. I have friends, those who come around, we are indoors. If I have to go and meet someone, it's when you see me going out. I'm indoors, I eat. I basically go back to my phone, looking at my phone. I'm with my friends, we are drinking, we are just having fun. It's just that nothing. I'm basically I don't have any.
I see.
Yes, I don't have any. I'm just
this routine.
I'm just there.
Yeah. So coming back to what you were saying, this is quite related. You talked about you set an alarm to pray, to say a prayer before you go. There was a time that someone asked me. I think I've had two people ask me this question. One on TikTok, one on IG in the comment section. That but before I go into that, are you a strictly religious person?
I don't remember the last time I went to church.
Okay.
But I believe there is a supreme being.
Yeah. So that means you're more like a spiritual. You are spiritual, but you're not religious.
Very spiritual, but
yeah. So that brings me to that question that the person was asking that do trading and spirituality relate in any way? Like, do we have spirituality in trading? Like, does your spiritual background or your spiritual background actually help you in the market? So just tell me your feeling about that.
So sometimes when the bot is trading on the big account, sometimes when we go into huge drawdowns on it, that is when probably I say, God, let this thing correct as soon as possible. I'm going to do what I have to do. Like, so I may during those times is when I would say, hey Charlie, God, when it's going on well, as long as we wake up every day, we say alhamdulillah, we say we are thankful to God for the day, we are good. I don't think there's anything spiritual about trading. Well, except when you are in a deep loss, then that's when you want to think.
That's when you start calling God.
I don't think.
People actually ask that questions a lot, and I think these are people who have been in that situation, that zone, that their account will be in red, their equity will be in red, on the verge of margin call, and they will start calling God. We see a lot of videos online like that, a lot of memes of videos like that.
I think it's in every aspect of life we associate it with spirituality.
Yeah.
Everything you do.
Yeah.
Even back in school, yes, there are those who are learning, some are thinking ahead, some are calling occults to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think it's just trading, but maybe when you are good, people want to think now, oh, maybe there's something special that he's doing.
Yeah, so special that he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
That's-
every day, so
That's very, very true. Okay, so walk me through where you think, as YAW swinger, where you think you see yourself in the market, whether being in the market or in your construction field or whatever. But where do you generally see yourself as YAW swinger in the next 5 to 10 years?
well, so I keep telling people that me, yeah, I don't put any timeline on myself. That is me. I don't put any timeline on myself. However, this is what I know and this is what I want to achieve. That I know that in the long term, people would know that you don't have to stress to make money off the market.
Yeah.
You just need to understand what strategy you are using to beat the next person. So yes, I know YSDB would come to stay. That is, but I don't have any timeline. I'm living life as it comes.
As it comes.
Yeah.
Well, that's very interesting as well, because we have people, who say like, okay, this is my dream. Maybe in the next 5 years or the next 10 years, I want to have a very large academy. I want to be going around teaching people, spreading, the Forex gospel and all of that. I've actually had, met people like that. I've met people that when you have deep conversations with them, even though some of them are new traders, but this is their dream. Their dream is, well, probably everybody has a dream.
Yeah.
You understand? But how you're going to achieve them or how you're going to walk the path to achieving that dream is always a different thing than you having a dream itself.
Exactly.
You understand? So I think that is most important. We are about to just wrap up with the conversation. So quickly, before we go on, I know you have a lot of people watching you. You have your students, you have, my students, you have neutral people online who are willing to learn how to trade, who have interest in this market and all of that. And majority of these people probably are new traders, people who are trying to find their feet in the market. So what advice will you give to these people about their journey? You being a successful trader, or you being a trader who have seen it all, who have encountered everything, and now you are where you are now. What advice will you give them?
Alright, so the little advice that I'll give anyone who has chanced on Forex is it's a good thing. Number one, if you have chanced on Forex, it's a blessing. Don't let anybody lie to you. It's a blessing. And then if you don't have a rich father, you don't have a rich mother, you don't have a rich auntie, you don't have a rich friend, obviously Forex can be that person for you. And the same respect that you give to your rich father, a rich uncle, a rich mother, whatever, a rich friend, you see the way they do follow back and all that. Give Forex that same respect. See the way when you give these people the respect, they give you the money freely. Forex will also pay you freely. Just follow your rules, your plans, and understand that market will always be here. Market is not running to anywhere. Accept that you are not going to win all the time. It is you against somebody. Even Osasuna, sometimes they beat Barcelona. And so you should understand that you are not going to win all the time and you'll be good. That's my advice for them.
That's pretty interesting conversation. We will just wrap up with that conversation. You've actually given me a new perspective about a couple of things. From the YSDB strategy to a couple of things that we spoke about. It's been quite a while that I spoke to someone who has, quite a unique view about certain things. Because, we live in a society right now that everybody wants to be part of the crowd. Everybody wants to do what everybody is doing. So me personally, when I meet people who show some kind of uniqueness, I love that because that is who I am. You understand? So anytime I meet someone or I meet people who don't necessarily go with the conventional wisdom of everything that they've been taught, I immediately resonate with that person. And I think that is one thing, that is one energy that I've picked up. You know, and funny enough, today is the first time I'm meeting you. Today is the first time that we are meeting.
Let me. At the first time, I think it was on Kira's YouTube. I said, how are you? Mr. Maybach. And they will be say Ghana. And I'm like, I don't even know. He's not out there making, I mean, the fancy things is there and he's, wow.
Yeah, so I
nice
think
to meet you.
it's really nice meeting you, and I believe that now that we've connected, I mean, there are a lot of things that we can do together, you know, and all of that to elevate our industry. Because right now the most important thing is we need to clear all the dead woods that we have in the industry, because there are a lot of dead woods, there are a lot of noise that we have in the industry. That one of my goals, or one of the reasons why I started this podcast was to, you know, foster in that unity and to just make sure that we have real actual forex traders teaching people, not people who are just marketing lifestyles, right? Because, you know, like I said, I've been in the market for 10 years now, and throughout the years, the only thing that I see online is people, you know, showing people lifestyle, marketing people lifestyle and all of that. And I think I'm not saying that is no good, because you know,
that's what got into it.
Yes, because because that might be someone else's motivation why you will enter into the market. But I think my problem with it is the sole focus being put on that side. You understand? And I think those kind of things have actually given people an inverse perception about the market that they don't get to find out until they come into the market to learn some real hard lessons before they understand. So I think one reason for this podcast was actually to bring on board or to enlighten people that this is it. You understand? And there are people that you can connect to. There are people that you can actually get in touch with and all of that. If you're out there and you want to learn the YSDB strategy, this is YAW SWINGER. You can locate him on Instagram, on Twitter, on Snapchat or whatever. YAW SWINGER everywhere. And you can delve into, you can ask whatever question that you need to ask personally, whatever terms and conditions that he has for you. If you can, you follow. If you can't, then you go your way. That is what I believe in, because I believe in the fact that in everything, in every top circles in the world, it's always a pay-to-play affair. So if you're out there seeking free things, if you're out there seeking that manna will fall from heaven to come and give you that strategy that will let you turn your $100 account into a Lambo or into a J-Wagon account, you are just lying to yourself. You just need to go for the knowledge. The lifestyle is a sort of motivation out there, because when you see these people driving Mercedes, driving all these big cars out there, it's a sort of motivation. But my problem is that you shouldn't be too fixated on the lifestyle that they are showing you. Let that lifestyle inspire you to go after the knowledge. That is what you need to be doing. But majority of you go out there chasing the lifestyle. You go out there chasing the dream, a dream that you haven't worked for. You can't chase it. You understand? So just stay glued, just lock in and just accumulate the knowledge. That is the most important thing. Because without the knowledge, you're not going anywhere. You can buy whatever signal that you can buy. I promise you, you can't turn your $100 into anything with all these things that you're doing. Sit down, spend years to accumulate the knowledge, get the skills, and the rest is going to be between you and your God. So we'll definitely bring you probably maybe another part of this conversation sometime. But for now, enjoy this nugget that YAW SWINGER has shared with us today. And I personally have learned a whole lot of things from it. And I believe you will learn a lot from this conversation as well. So until we meet again next time, I wish you all the best. I wish you well. I wish you all the blues. Please manage your risk very well. Forex is not a scam. Forex is one of the greatest businesses that we have in the world. A business that can literally change your life for the best. If you take it serious, go for the knowledge, stick to the plan, and do what you need to do. See you soon.
Peace.
Charlie. Thanks, bro. Charlie. One love.
I say follow. That's why I follow.
One love.
Because I come long.